The floor is yours. Make us pretty.
Hi, everyone. What does it take to be your most confident self? Is it having a successful career? Is it building positive relationships? Is it improving your physical health? Allow me to introduce you to Zach, who agrees to all of these points, but there's more to it. Zach is a young adult living in Malaysia who has a star career at a startup. Given his job, he frequently needs to meet with clients face-to-face. Over the weekend, he spends time exploring new locations with his friends. As someone who's always on the go, Zach is the type to favor convenience. You know, his life sure sounds nice, but he has an insecurity. He notices the blemishes and acne marks on his face, and he's constantly worried that his facial complexion might give him the short end of the stick. Because as we all know, we judge a book by its cover. No matter who we are, the media has made us more conscious of our appearance, including Zach. So what's the problem that we can see from others who are just like him?
As an Asian man, I feel for Zach. Asian men lack skincare products that conceal flaws due to market and cultural issues. That is a problem we are addressing due to three main factors. First, the stigma against men using makeup. From our interviews, men were sensitive to being judged for having makeup on their face. Second, the lack of cosmetics made for men as compared to women's category. From our competitive analysis, our closest competitors, one would be Lab Series. It only came in one color shade and it was really expensive. Next, there is Intuit for men. It came in 2 shades, however, the quality was not up to our standards. Lastly, there are no natural coverage for Asian men's skin tone. From our market research, existing products felt either cakey or unnatural. Also, it did not feature a range of colors to match a variation of skin colors of Asian men. To tackle these factors, we came up with our best bet.
Throughout our product development journey, we have determined that men are particular about what they put on their skin, how it feels, how it looks on them. From 3 product iterations, we came up with one solution, a tinted moisturizer with slick and minimalist appeal, which creates an enhanced experience for Asian men who still have this fear of being judged for using makeup. Introducing our product, Mancealer. It is easy to apply, provides natural looking coverage, and works as an effective moisturizer. We're also happy to announce that the production agreement with the formulation specialist already includes compliance to regulations mandated by Malaysia's Drug Control Authority and will be complying to halal standards. We also made 2 types of packaging, a home and a travel kit. Our target users are always on the go, and we are here to cater to their needs. Also, for a better user experience, we created an app that detects skin tone. I know it's a pain even for people who regularly use makeup to test out products that work for their skin. What more for men who are stigmatized for even just trying on these products? So we thought, what if we provide that test feature from the comfort of their smartphones? With the help of AI and machine learning, the app will decide the shade that matches your skin. And we have 3 different shades, so Mancealer got you covered. I have tried Mancealer several times, so let me show you how I look with and without our product. The photo on your left is me with my bare face, and the other one is me having Mancealer on my skin. The redness on my face is drastically reduced, my acne marks are less prominent, and most importantly, my skin is just glowing. On top of this, we're planning to sell Mancealer for only 49 ringgit and 99 cents. The wonder of Mancealer does not rely on its great features alone. The confidence boost I get is the ultimate benefit. And we hope to bring this to more Asian men who are just like me, looking for an all-in-one skincare product that works and is made for men.
No business idea will be complete without considering how attractive the market is. For our market sizing, we had a top-down approach. First, we looked into estimated sales of moisturizers for Malaysian men in the year of 2020, which was around 63 million ringgit. According to our internal survey, 77% of the participants were willing to buy a tinted moisturizer instead of a normal moisturizer. Therefore, our serviceable market is actually 77% of our addressable market, which leaves us around 49 million ringgit. We are currently targeting a conservative 4% market share for the Mancealer and projecting 2 million in revenue per year. Our 5-year projection revenue is about 15 million, and we aim to sell 300,000 units within the first years of launching. Next, let's look into the projected valuation of Mancealer.
For the investors in the house today, our ask from you is as follows. We are valuing the company at 13 million ringgit using the discounted cash flow method because we feel it paints a more accurate picture of our growth. I'm happy to talk through our assumptions and the other valuation methods we use during the Q&A if needed. Our target for the seed fundraising round is 1 million ringgit, which translates to an 8% equity stake in the business and an 18-month runway for our operations. In case you're wondering, we think we can be operationally ready to launch the product by the second quarter of next year. Let me assure you that we are all in on Mancealer, and these numbers already reflect our skin in the game. But we are also looking for partners to come with us on this exciting journey. If you like our ideas as much as we do, you're more than welcome to drop us a DM. And oh, before I finish, we don't want to leave you hanging. Instead, we'll leave you with the debut of a very special video we put together just for you and for the Law of the Jungle.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I have redness.
I have blemishes.
I have acne marks.
Yes, I'm a man. But to be honest, I see my imperfections. But what can I possibly use to conceal this? Should I use makeup? But it sounds so feminine. I don't want to be judged by that. Will it feel heavy on my face? If only I have an all-in-one product that is made especially for me, which is easy to apply, has a natural appeal and good coverage, moisturizing for my face, protect my skin from the harmful rays, and of course, have a range of colors for me and my friends. This is what Mancealer is all about.
Okay, thank you very much for that. We hope you enjoyed it. We're now open for questions.
Thank you very much. If nothing, we'll take these videos and we're going to start our own Netflix campaign. Judges? Who's a man?
Me. Can I can I ask a question, guys? This Peter here. I think in the presentation you touched on your competitor, right? You mentioned that you have looked at one competitor and you said that they were not quite up to standard, to quote you. Can you explain what you mean by that? Because they seem to be your direct competitor. I'm not sure who you're referring to, but what do you mean by not up to standard? Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much for that question. So if you can go to the competitor slide, so the closest we have is Lab Series. That one's very expensive and it only comes in one color. The other one is Intuit for men. That was the one that you were talking about. We actually tried it one slide before. Thank you. We actually tried it. They have a foundation and a concealer. They do not have a tinted moisturizer. One, they only come in two colors. Two, the foundation, when we put it on, it doesn't cover the face at all, as in your blemishes and your scars can still be seen. And for the concealer itself, when you put it on, it's immediately obvious you have powder on your face. So that is not what you want to look for. What we are aiming for is a tinted moisturizer where you put on your face, easy to apply, and it looks like you don't have anything on your face. It just glows. And so that people that do not have the stigma of you having a makeup.
Okay, thanks. Very clear.
Thank you.
Hey guys, Dinesh here. Thank you for the presentation. I might have missed this, but how are you intending to distribute this product? You said that you are projecting 2 million ringgit of sales on the first year. Are you going direct to consumers? Are you going through distributors? How are you intending to distribute?
So the quick answer is that we're planning for an omni-channel retail strategy. We did a survey with our potential users, and actually many of them still want to see it in stores, probably because it's a new product. And so we think that while there will be an online component, there should be an offline component as well.
And what would the margin difference be for you?
Maybe we can go to the profit projection slide. So we have not really calculated a difference in the margins between the online and the offline, or having one without the other. I think we just felt that for the go-to-market, it would be good to have it in shelves as well as online. So we have, I think it's the next slide, but so we have included both in the costing. And I think we modeled a 20% cost for the distribution physically.
Thanks, guys.
Have you actually taken this product and gotten real buyers?
Sorry, have we taken this product and gotten real buyers? Is that your question?
Sold this product? I'm not actually sure if it's, and it's okay if it's virtual and it's not real, and I'm just wondering.
Oh, no, we have. So we worked with an R&D laboratory on this, based in, I think, Malacca, and we came up with a few samples. We iterated based on based on some design thinking approaches, and I think Nadira is showing the samples. So what we did was we did a blind test. I think it was last Friday now, and we tested not only the preference for the product versus competitors, but also the willingness to pay. So we normalized the price per ml across 3 different products, and actually 50% of our sample preferred our product over competitors. So it was actually tested in real life.
I see. Okay, and so people have actually, but you've not sold one yet, right? This is just still in market. No. Okay. All right. Yes. So, but that's great, because it's you're saying 50% of people, after they've literally had another product and your product, they actually would buy your product. Okay.
Yes, it was a blind test. Yeah.
It was a complete blind test. Okay. So therefore, is the real problem, just help me understand here, it's the real problem about the market, is it that there's no provider of good quality products? And I find that, and can you please just educate me a bit, because I find that a bit odd, because I'm guessing whether you're male or female, the research on development of skin like products should be kind of the same standards for male and female, right? So if we have developed a concealer for females, isn't the same technology available for good concealers for males? Because I'm assuming it's just skin, but you can completely educate me in this. And so on that note, if the technology is just as awesome as it is for female, quote unquote, concealers, why is it then big brands are not pushing out as much men marketed concealers? Is that because they think that there's no market, education's not there, they've tried and they've failed? What's the real issue?
Mm-hmm. Does anyone want to take this, or I can? Okay, so essentially, yeah, no problem, Francesca. I mean, we had to do a lot of education ourselves, so this is a learning experience for us as much as for you. So we think that based on our kind of user surveys from the very start, a lot of in-depth interviews with men who do use makeup and who would never consider using it. Definitely one of the problems is acceptance and culture. So Malaysia, as you may know, is not really, they're more of a trend follower, and you might go to South Korea and Japan and men are using makeup there, but in Malaysia, that's not really acceptable yet. So I think market acceptance is definitely one issue in terms of why other brands are not doing it. And I think because of that, they probably haven't thought about what the market size is, and they haven't done the work on what the viability of this market. So for us, we have positioned our product not as a cosmetics product, but as a skincare product, because we think that for men, they don't have to make a step up to buy makeup or cosmetics. They're really just buying skincare. In this case, a tinted moisturizer, which they're already doing. So we just have to convert them from a brand perspective rather than a whole category.
Got it. So it's more, you're saying it's actually more of like a market education. That's why there's no real product out there, right?
Yes.
Okay, so on that note, I guess. Sure, okay. I don't know if we have time, but if we do, I was just curious if you can share any marketing plans on how you're doing that re-education for people to buy them. But feel free to just cut me if it's time up.
Hi, so maybe I can follow up on that point. So basically, as John had mentioned, we're really much targeting towards the skincare side rather than the makeup side. And the reason why, perhaps why a lot of big brands are not going for this, like for example, say L'Oreal or Estee Lauder, these are like major brands, right? It's because that a lot of these brands, they're associated as a feminine brand. And when you hear about this, the first thing you would think about is, oh, a female product. And that is the problem that we found when we also did a lot of in-depth interviews with a lot of local Malaysian males here. When we asked them like, oh, what do you think about when you like hear about these brands? And then they go like, oh, I wouldn't consider it because it just sounds like something that my girlfriend would use or my mom would use instead. So I don't want to use them. That's what they told us. And so that's why we see that, you know, we can't put Mancealer as a makeup product, but what we can do is put it under skincare because these men, they care about their skin. They have told us that like, oh, they do feel insecure about their skin. They say that like, they would go like, I have these acne marks and I can see it. And sometimes to them, they just feel that like, oh, like since I don't have anything to cover it up or to kind of make it look better in an instant, I'll just have to go around my day with that. That's why we decided on this concept of a tinted moisturizer, which is it helps moisturizes your skin to make your skin better, but at the same time, it has that tinting element to just help you with that bit of like coverage and make them boost your confidence.
Okay, thank you.
Can I just have
yeah, go
can
ahead.
I just have one more question? Yeah. Basically, are there any plans for additional products rather than just one product?
Yes. So currently right now, we're just starting off with this tinted moisturizer, but in the future, we are also brainstorming about other types of products. And these could potentially lean more towards the makeup side, because we do know that these men, they have also mentioned about like enhancing features on their face as well. But right now we want to really focus on the skincare element for the entire face first, because they want to focus more on the natural appeal. But in the future, we are thinking of other products. But as of right now, it's just focused on this tinted moisturizer.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry, can I just ask one last question? The product development and the IPs are all sitting in the manufacturer, right? So what you are doing is the marketing of it, right? The managing of the brand. Am I right? In a lot of ways.
Yes, that is correct. So our main part is basically conceptualization of the entire brand, the product conceptualization. So we would tell the R&D what exactly do we want, and they would help. And we basically give them like a concept, like we want to have these types of components in it. Is that possible? And they let us know whether it's possible. So we actually did that a couple of times with the R&D lab that we're working with right now. Not only that, we are also designing the packaging for these products.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, can I get the Mancealer team to stop sharing the screen? So right now we have a different activity. We actually have a 15-minute break during which the judges will get together in a breakout room to discuss a little bit the feedback that they have so far on the teams, and also to calibrate the expectations. And what we would love to do, we would love to have the, oh, do we still have a team going now? Why is Medibook sharing?
Oh, I'm just setting the presentation. Should I stop it? Sorry.
Are you going now?
No, after the break.
Okay, then can I please have this minute?
Yes, please.
So like I said, during the break, we would like to encourage you to visit the booths. The booths are just breakout rooms. In a regular world, we would actually have visiting booths to see the demo of the product. In this world, we have more Zoom rooms, but I know we have so many questions in the chat. I would also like to ask the teams to address the questions. And also, one more time, let me remind you what this course is about. This is a course in new product development, where we are primarily looking at new product design, new product features, new product utilization. Christina is going to take the judges in a room through the magic of a button click. And then I will ask Siti and the rest of the AL and IEC team to manage the rest of the room. We will come back at in 15 minutes, which is going to be at 3:37. At 3:37, I would like to have the Medibook team ready to go. Thank you for everybody.